So people are always talking about be yourself, right? Be yourself. It's like I've heard that my whole life. And I feel like I have had so many phases of coming into myself. And I'm not done yet. And I feel like conjuring the courage to keep going, to keep bearing more of my soul and sharing more of the truth of my experience. Whoo, it's like this container that like requires this space. And yesterday I was present with a tree spirit uh, that I'm spending a lot of time with right now and who's completely changing my life. And they taught me to be still. They taught me I don't need to always be doing things or getting things done or thinking about what I'm going to be doing. And I think that so much of manifestation culture is about where you're going to be and what you want. And that's how it should be. Like, that's one of the main teaching is visualizations. One of the main teachings, right? And I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. And it's been really important for me to learn how to balance out that kind of a mindset with just chilling and letting the moment be more than enough because it is. Doing that actually folds time so you can leap. And we see this time and time again. You're out in nature and there's just this exquisite moment, and the deer walks up, and you feel the presence of God. um, or you just get into a flow state where you feel at peace, and someone hits you up, or an opportunity that you've wanted has come through. I think that being in this passive mode, return to the divine feminine, but this passive mode, it allows for things to come to us. It allows for us to be present with what we've already earned. The fact that we're breathing so much air and that it never runs out, and that there's clean water, that there's food, that there's shelter, that there's clothes, that there's self-expression, there's knowledge of self. These are such incredible gifts, and they're more than enough. And I've just been feeling this feeling of like leaning back and watching the thoughts go by, coming back around to this concept of courage. For me, being able to tell the world who I am, which is to say, when someone is like, "Oh, what you up to these days, Clear?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm actually working on a thesis about benevolent ET technology and how to welcome the golden age, because this is what I'm doing and that's what I'm feeling and thinking about." So I feel like I'm probably going to be speaking about it a lot on here. So thanks for rocking with me. Appreciate you deeply. But mostly I just appreciate this as an opportunity to speak through to myself. I record voice notes all the time and process what I'm going through, and the opportunity to do that in an arena where there's a possibility for the other folks to share their information, their experiences, and their hearts feels really good for me. So I'm stoked. And the fact that now I am being given the mentorship by the tree spirit and other spirits of the forest, but this tree spirit in particular, to stand back and watch the thoughts and the experiences and the storylines go by around me in this 3D simulation, which is like, yeah, of course it's real and valid. Like, this is a real, valid, experience. But it's not fixed like we think it is. Sure, it may be fixed in 3D, but once you get into the fourth dimension of time and you realize that it's malleable, then it starts to collapse. The 3D world starts to shift and defy the laws of Newtonian physics. And that's when we get into metaphysics and joy conjuring as a resource to mold time with and to mold shapes with, and the conjuring of love. And I've gotten good at those things. I know how to conjure joy and to conjure love. Um, I've practiced over the past 10 months and I've gotten a lot better at them, which is awesome. Um, and now I feel myself being called to practice the art of leaning back and observing, just observing the stories. Whoa, there's a lot. There's a lot going on in my mind, in the world. Being able to step back and just observe objectively, knowing that I can harness and reclaim my focus and my attention to anything in each moment. And as I reclaim my focus, reclaim my sacred attention, duh, it's sacred. It's literally painting my experience. As I reclaim that, my focus and my attention, and lean back and allow the stories to pass without identifying as them, knowing that if I wait and watch long enough, they will disappear. It makes the world around me a lot less scary because it's coming and it's going. And so what's left? I'm left. I'm just here. I'm here. And I'm no longer censoring myself. Um, so I don't know what to say, y'all. Expect more Starseed content coming up. Expect more metaphysical content, just more content connecting these dots. And for me, it's like my heart is being blocked by me not sharing the truth of what I'm really fucking passionate about and what I'm really thinking about. And I am no longer prepared to accept my heart being blocked. I am going to unblock the dam and just exist. I feel like my trans journey was a lead up to this experience, saying like, yo, clear, this is how you do it when you are existing as something that is not mainstream. And yeah, I'm really grateful and excited for more benevolent spirit technologies and technologies of the heart to become anchored in my body and in our bodies, and to share about how we can continue cultivating these heart technologies to fold time and allow an experience of self that exists as love. All right, that's all for now. Y'all know I love you.